Hello and welcome to the Swole Initiative Network. You are watching Session 0 of Daggerheart. I said it like that earlier, and I love it quite a lot. Daggerheart. Yes, hello! Hello, everyone! Welcome in. We are going to be doing some character creating tonight, but before we get into that, it is most important that we say a mighty thank you to all of our brand partners. So, kick us off, Stacks.
All right. Well, Swole only roll with Norse Foundry's amazing gemstone and metal dice. Also, all our featured music comes from the free library available on Apple Music and Spotify by the one and only Norse Foundry. Use the code SWOLE, SWOLE, to save 10% at norsefoundry.com.
Awesome. And Betty.
Hey y'all. I'm going to tell you about Griffin Co. All of our 3D printed and custom terrain comes from the incredible folks over at Griffin Co. So you can go check them out, and you get to use the code SWOLE22, and you get 22% off of your purchase over at griffinco.com. So go buy some people and some places and things. Nouns. Go buy nouns.
Dope. And last but by no means least, Ashley.
That's me. Hello, you freaking nerds. I'm going to tell you about our brand partner and official sponsor, Fables of Gallia, which is not this, but is not another show that we do that, anyhow, it's tomorrow. You'd know that if you weren't such a nerd. Anyhow, actually, if you were a nerd, you'd probably be more likely to know that. But like in the good, don't worry about it. The one, the only Hero Forge. All of our fully custom player minis come from the awesome Hero Forge. Design yours today at heroforge.com. I read the thing this time.
You did. It's weird.
She stuck to the script. What do we do?
What do we do?
Yes. So there was a brand new rules release yesterday, version 1.3. So as much as I will try to remember all of the things that just came out yesterday, we will do our best to stick to those as we go through our character creation stuff. Other than those sponsors and brand partners and things, oh no, everything's different because it's not Fables. Oh my. We do have a YouTube though, which I'm sure will be up in the chat in a second. It's super free to go and subscribe over there, and it helps us out a lot. So if you want to like right click and open that in a new window, hit subscribe and then close it and then come back, that'll be great. All of that is super appreciated. We are caught up with all of our giveaway stuff that has all been submitted, and everyone is getting their prizes. Woohoo! So we have opened it back up. We're currently at 14 subs. Once we hit 30, we will be giving away a $50 e-gift card from Norse Foundry, which means that you get it straight away, and then you can buy whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, because we're that nice, I guess. Also, Norse Foundry are nice. Thank you, Norse Foundry, and thank you to you, the people. The people.
Don't you start.
It never stopped.
No.
Yes, so there's that, and channel points are a thing, but those don't go towards this one yet. Maybe I'll figure out a way. But yes, I don't think there's anything else. I'm used to there being like a whole pile of stuff to say, but subs. If you are a sub, you can use !roll in the chat, and you can roll a d20, which is not what we use here. You could also !roll d12, and you could do that twice and roll 2d12. if you put exclamation point roll D followed by the number for the die facets, then you can roll that die all the way up to a D100. Yes. Regular subs go towards the goal. Prime subs go towards the goal as well. You do have to re-up those for your free Prime sub. And gifted subs also go towards it if you are feeling so generous. All of those are super appreciated, but even if you are not a subscriber, the fact that you are here and watching is the main thing, and that's the most important. So thank you for being here. Okay, that feels like I did a bit more now. So we're going to get into some character creation, and we're going to be using the Demiplane Nexus Character Creator because they've been kind enough to support the whole Daggerheart playtesting. So we're going to be using that. And like I said, we're going to be using, as much as I can remember, the version 1.3 rules. If you guys have any questions about rules, I will attempt to answer them in between when everyone else is creating their characters. I think a couple of people have like some basic concepts for what they want to do, but we're pretty much live creating everything basically from scratch. So I guess we can get started, guys.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So
What
you open your character builder.
Character builder, open.
There you go. Under the getting started side, there's a place to put name, pronouns. We're gonna do level 1. If you guys want to come back to this once you've like built the character, because that's what I like to name it after I've built them, then we can skip down to class. Do we want to do class first, or should we do heritage? Does everyone know what kind of class they want to do?
I think I do. Do you want me to show my character builder?
Sure.
Screen?
That's a good way
Yeah,
to
we
do
can do
it.
that on the other screen, right?
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna switch real quick. It's gonna go. Whah! Check this out.
Wait,
Okay.
I didn't get back to the screen. I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I've said
Get
whah like 50 times while creating this.
Qua.
I'll get this pulled up in just a moment. You can continue, Jay.
Yes, Griffin 75. Yes, they were updated as well. So all of the character creation stuff, yes, will be version 1.3. I was more so talking about when people ask me questions, because I'm still kind of learning everything as well, as I guess we all are. So, yeah. So, would we rather start in class or heritage? Heritage is going to be your ancestry and your community, which is kind of like where you were brought up and your kind of experience in life.
It makes more sense to me to start with heritage and
Yeah,
then
me too. I don't know why it's like third on the list.
because that's like who we are individually, and then our class can kind of be like how we.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. Oh,
Cool.
I see.
So we'll start with heritage.
Okay.
So ancestry and community. Now, there are a ton of ancestries to pick from, even in the playtest. I think there's like 16? I think. Or did I make that number up?
2, 4,
I could hear the whispered counting.
18.
18! Hot damn!
I try to make guesses as to what I think everyone is going to make based on their personality, and I cannot wait to see.
Oh.
I mean, it's not like I don't have my family portrait behind me.
Yeah, yours I knew. Yours I knew.
That's incredible.
That's Jim Bob right there.
Oh, yeah. Is that your grandpappy?
Aren't mushrooms like? Wouldn't it
They're
be
like
parts of the
one
same
organism?
Yeah. So rather, it's like that's your knee, that's your like,
Yeah.
spinal column.
The mycelium network. Yeah.
We don't have to get that technical.
Yes, we do.
Depends on what Paul wants to do.
Oh yeah, Griffin says since the printed character sheets are divided by class, that might be why they have it. That's a good good point.
Ah.
The printed packs that you download, the packs are done in classes, and then you use the separate cards to add into your characters. So whether that be your heritage cards, like your community, your ancestry, and things, you add those onto your class character sheets. That's a good point, Griffin. Thank you.
That makes sense.
I've only built them through the Nexus builder, so. Are we putting the menu up in there?
Yes, it is being difficult, but I will get it up there.
Okay, cool.
What are you guys doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
Not a.
I
Not
don't
a
trust
thing.
any of you.
I'm just building a character. I'm just
Mhm.
trying to.
I want to
choose a
know what
community now.
Ashley's guesses are.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know after you pick.
We have to write it down.
I'll write it down now. What my
Yeah,
guess
that's
is.
what I
Yes,
mean. So
that's
that
important.
you can't just be like, "That's what I thought you were
I
gonna do."
wouldn't know. No.
Like you usually do.
Oh.
I don't mind being wrong. It just doesn't happen.
I think you do.
Oh,
I love you.
Oh, woo!
If you get mine, I'm gonna be so mad.
Yours, I think, is the most obvious.
Fuck.
You already know mine, so we'll just pass on that.
I
one.
know. Yeah.
So
There you go.
we're doing
Thank you,
ancestry and community, and then we're gonna.
Yeah, so
Save.
I'll do a round robin and see where everyone landed on there. Should we wait till you've chosen a community as well? Or do we need to go over the communities? I feel like the ancestries are pretty straightforward if you played D&D. They're pretty adjacent.
There's some new ones.
Yeah, there are.
There are some new ones.
Yeah.
The Fun Grill. And the Ribbit, which you could kind of call them a grung, so
It's a ribbit.
yeah. The Simia, which is close to the oh no, I've forgotten what they're called. Spelljammer race.
Oh, I didn't know there was one. I was like, oh, I've
Mhm.
never heard of that. Like anything kind of.
Wait,
Yeah, it was a whole thing when it came out because there was some stuff left in the book from like the 80s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Beth,
Yeah.
what did you choose as a class?
Are we
We're
gonna
not
do
doing
classes?
class yet.
Oh, we're not doing class yet. Okay, I was like, because I feel like you and I always typically go very similar.
No, we're going heritage. We're doing ancestry
Okay.
and community.
I'm doing
Guys in the
something
chat,
I've never
everyone in the
done.
chat, have you guys built a character yet? If so, let me know what ancestry you picked.
Do we have a link to Demiplane?
If Yankee, no.
Yeah, y'all can build characters with us. The Demiplane thing is
Yeah.
super quick.
Yeah.
It's very, very quick.
The visuals are really cool.
Okay. I had a monster and I want to go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so Betty, what did you pick?
I think the fun girl.
A fun girl?
I'm a fun girl.
I can't unhear fun girl. And
Yeah.
I
I know.
love it so much.
Every time I search for it, it autocorrects to fun girl. And I'm
Fun-
like, I'm not Googling this. I am now. Like,
I am intrigued. No, I'm a fun girl. I'm a little mushroom
Hell
lady.
yeah. What's your
Ashley,
community?
did you say you've picked already?
I've picked. Yes.
What did you pick?
I am going to play a fairy. Because in this game, fairies is bugs.
Lady.
Fairies is bugs.
Fairies is bugs.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Insectoid adjacent.
Yeah, I love that. I have
Awesome.
Which is
Oh,
I've
that's
had
sick.
this like fairy character like D&D concept for forever that kind of like co-opted some of the same visuals that are like in this now. So I'm like, oh my god, it's all happening. It's happening.
Fantastic.
Yay! If Jay kills Ashley's character, he's spreading democracy.
What?
It's a Helldivers reference.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I got you, Paul.
Went over in my head too.
Cool. Okay, so fairy. Awesome. Has everyone picked?
Yes.
Stats. What you got?
You're not gonna guess this, Ashley, because it's a character I haven't played before. I'm playing a Fearbulg.
Oh.
That is
Okay.
my guess.
Oh, yeah. That's what's up.
Nice.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay. Mike,
Yes.
what do you got?
I am going with a ribbit.
Yes, that was what I made as well.
There
It was a
has to
ribbon.
be one. I would have went back and made a ribbit if there wasn't a ribbit on the team.
I've been playing a lot of Chrono Trigger lately, and the frog from Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite characters.
Amazing.
Oh my guess.
Dope. Okay. Paul, what did you pick?
I am a fun guy.
Human.
I'm a shiitake mushroom fun guy for sure.
You got a fun guy and a fun girl. Sweet.
Yep.
Eric.
I also chose a ribbit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
God damn it!
You're so obviously a fraudster. Yours is the only one I got right though, but
That makes me feel worse.
Cool. So 2 ribbits, a Fearbulg, 2 mushrooms, and a fairy.
we're so like
Sweet.
fey coded.
Yep. It's
Guys, I was gonna make another elf just to be funny, but I decided not to. The only thing I know how to play.
awesome. Okay, so we'll take that and we'll move into community. So this would be kind of your experience of upbringing, like what kind of upbringing you had. So up on top, there's the highborn. So being part of a highborn community means you were born into a life of elegance, opulence, and ... prestige within the upper echelons of society. And each one of your communities does come with like a baked-in like ability as well, or a condition. There is the Lawborn. Being part of the Lawborn community means that you are from a society that favors strong academic or political prowess. The Orderborn is a collective that focuses on discipline of faith, so upholding a set of principles. Ridgeborn, which is like in the mountains. There's Seaborn, which Seaborn. There's Slyborn, which is growing up in the underbelly of society. Underborn, from a subterranean society, kind of like Underdark. Wonderborn, which I believe that's kind of like a nomad. Yes, nomad. And then Wildborn, from deep within a forest.
I'm debating between two.
I already chose mine.
You did, Eric? What'd you pick?
Yep. I chose Wanderborn.
Ooh, okay. A nomadic frog.
Just hopping from place to place.
Ain't no moss on this stone.
You never land on one lily pad twice.
Oh, stronghold.
Thanks, buddy.
As they
Coming
say.
in. Thank you so much for the gifted subs, man. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We're only 6 away.
Oh, whoa.
6 subs away from that $50 gift card.
Wow.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
I can't believe I'm so obviously a frog person.
You're gonna be stuck on that the rest of this campaign.
This is gonna
But,
bother
like-
me for like a year.
Frog buddies.
I'm just glad I'm a frog person with Mike.
Yeah.
I think it's cute, the two of you both being frogs.
It is
Lily.
Who else has picked?
Me.
Betty, what you get?
I picked Wildborn. Being part of a Wildborn community means you live deep within the forest, and you get the Lightfoot. Your movement is naturally silent, and you have advantage on rolls to move without being heard.
Nice.
That's cool.
And that makes sense as a mushroom.
Right?
So you just have 1 foot that's light?
You have to hop. Or you lose your
Just one.
stealth.
My mushroom lady has 2 feet.
Oh, I would like to say the Wanderborn is interesting because it has the Nomad ability, and I guess at the beginning of every session, I get a random community card,
Ooh.
Oh, that's really
which
cool.
is fun.
Because you've been everywhere.
I've been everywhere, man.
That's cool. I like that. I love that chaotic element of it.
Is that for me to decide?
It says random, which seems weird because
Eric is just appropriating every
somehow.
culture, every session.
There are 10 of them. I guess
what
you
the
could
hell?
Every culture has frogs, okay?
It's true.
Frogs is everywhere.
Frogs
Frogs
is everywhere.
Fairies is bugs. Frogs is everywhere. Daggerheart.
Yeah.
Daggerheart.
Someone thinks your Battletoad arc.
Cool. Who else has picked?
I have.
Paul, what you get?
I am a Slyborn. I'm a part of the criminal element. I'm the illegal kind of mushroom. And I have advantage on any rolls to negotiate with criminals, detect lies, and I can always find a safe place to hide. Yes.
Cool. A
I
government-controlled mushroom.
It's decriminalized in Oakland, so.
Oh, wow.
And Colorado as well, right?
The more you know.
Okay, cool. What ability do you get with that?
It's cool stuff. I have advantage on any rolls to negotiate with criminals, to detect lies, or to find a safe place to hide.
That's pretty dope.
That is cool.
Yeah. Yep. Love it.
The shroom of the underground. Haven't quite surfaced yet. Cool. Who else? Who else has picked?
I'm debating between 2 of them.
Okay.
I don't
we'll
know
come
if I
back.
want.
I don't
Okay.
like. Do you want to say out loud which ones you're trying to?
Yeah, I want to work through it.
Okay.
Okay. Listen.
Group therapy.
Group therapy. That's for after
Bring it
this.
up,
I'm debating between Wildborn seemed like the most like, like being in like a tree kind of thing, maybe some mushrooms on top of it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, this friend. But I also thought it'd be
Bugs
kind
and
of
trees. Yeah.
bugs and trees. But it'd also be cool to be like Underborn and be like a subterranean kind of like.
Oh, like a cicada.
Well,
Whoa.
I mean, could be. It made me think of like the
Because
Gelfling.
they like breed and burrow underground, right? And they only come. They
Yeah.
only surface.
And it would be cool to have like, big old bug eyes that like see really good in the dark. Big old bug eyes. But I do think, I don't know, Wildboard I think feels the most like natural association with that.
Yeah. Don't feel like you have to go with that though.
You should go with Underborn.
Yeah.
If you want to,
Yeah. I
you want
like,
to be a ground bug. Be a ground bug.
I like Underborn. It reminds me of Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
It makes me think of like in the Dark Crystal, like the Gelfling that are like underground, that have the wings and like the big ol'. I was like, hell yeah, that's a vibe.
Ashley Shai-Hulud.
It always comes back. It always comes back.
I have so many memes to share with you all.
I did find a bunch of music with that kind of vocals in it as well.
This is how I imagine Ashley. Is just this little.
Yeah.
Yes. I could be Mothman.
You could fucking be
You
Mothman.
could be
I was freaking
Mothman.
out.
Holy shit.
Everyone could have a parasocial
I
relationship.
gotta
with
read. Y'all, I misheard the name of a panel so hard at PAX last year. I thought they were talking about my parasocial relationship. It wasn't
Turns out
even about that at all.
The room was called the Mothman
Mothman.
room.
And the panel was about parasocial relationships, but I thought she was like, "No, this is your parasocial relationship with Mothman." I was like, "How did you know about that?"
So niche, but so correct.
specific.
I've said too much.
It's full. You can't even get in.
It's crazy. Anyway, okay, I'll be underground bugs,
Okay. Underbugs.
underbugs.
Underbug.
Who else is picked?
So
Still
I
deciding?
think I'm going to go. It's a hard decision. Loreborn.
Okay.
So Loreborn, being part of the Loreborn community means you are from a society that favors strong academic or political prowess. Your ability is well read. You have advantage on any roles regarding the history, culture, or politics of a prominent person or place.
Mm.
I like that.
Cool. We're getting a decent mix of abilities as well.
It's what we do.
I didn't mention mine for being underground bug.
Oh
Oh, yeah, I would say it.
No, that's because we already did it, but didn't we? No, we didn't do under.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, underground bugs get low light living, which is when you're in an area with low light or heavy shadow, you have advantage on rolls to hide, investigate, or perceive details within
You have dark vision.
I was gonna say.
The phrase "low light living" is like I hear it in my head as like new boot goofing.
Low light living.
I'm always low light living, if I'm being honest.
I mean, because big lights are the devil.
Absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No big light.
Lamps only.
Oh my god, maybe I am a moth.
Frogs is everywhere. Fairies is bugs. New boot goofing.
Daggerheart.
And I picked Seaborn as mine.
Okay.
Seaborn community, you live near or live on or near a large body of water. Big frog energy. And the ability is Know the Tide. You can sense the ebb and flow of life and have learned to embrace its rhythm. When you roll with fear, put a token on this card. Before you make an action roll, I can spend one or more of those tokens and add them as +1 modifiers. At the end of the session, clear all tokens. And gain that many hope.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I don't know what
We'll learn about that
means.
That one has the most things to it.
I know.
I picked it because it seems like it'll be a surprise tool for later. And I don't know what it does.
Surprise!
Oh, no.
Cool. So, Ashley, Daggerheart is a 2d12 system. You'll need 2 distinct d12s that you'll be able to tell one is hope and one is fear. And so when you roll an ability check, you will roll both of those die at the same time for a regular one. For everyone else, there's other things that you can do. But you will roll both of those and take the higher. You also get to add your abilities, but there are ways to succeed with hope. You can succeed with fear. You can fail with hope. You can fail with fear.
Ooh.
All of those have different knock-on effects, and you can also crit. You can crit succeed. You can't crit fail. Crit fail is basically failing with fear. But if you... It's 2d12 added together. Oh, yes. Oh, that's... I'm thinking of the advantage rule that they just put in.
Yep.
Never mind. See, I told you. I'm still figuring it out. But yes.
Huh?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, so you can crit by rolling both die being the same number.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's
That's a crit success.
Roll in doubles.
What's the
So,
likelihood?
you find yourself in like the like Hunter's Entertainment style, or what is the other one I'm thinking of? The Blades in the Dark, where you can have those like mixed successes, where like you succeed, but it's not quite what you wanted, or it's at a cost, and then it goes worse from there. Fear means that the GM gets things, basically, be that action tokens for their bad guys, or they can make an extra move if you're also in combat at the time. And you, let me see, I had it here. Yes, because this changed as well. If you succeed with fear, the GM gets to make a move, so they get an action, or they can take an action token and to use for later. It's a secret tool used for later. And it's the same, like basically anything with fear. When you succeed or fail with fear, the GM gets something.
Interesting. Okay, gotcha.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So this is good.
Yes.
I knew it. The more text, the better.
Yes.
The next thing is remembering.
That's the Magic the
use
Gathering
your-
rules.
Yeah.
This must do something good.
This card
Yes,
has a
they
back
did.
to it.
They changed the advantage rule. If you roll with advantage and disadvantage, you get an extra hope die.
Oh.
Oh.
And you take either, this is where I was getting confused, Griffin pointed out. You take either the higher on an advantage of the hope die or the lower on a disadvantage of the two hope die.
Got it.
Interesting.
Yeah, which I really like that way of working out advantage and disadvantage.
Yeah, I think that's.
I looked it up. There's only a 29% chance of getting the same number on 2d12s.
That's actually
Pretty good
Yeah.
odds.
Pretty good.
A lot higher.
29%.
That's what Google says.
I mean,
No.
it's
That
gotta be
seems
right.
high. That's like almost a third.
It should be like 12%. Or no,
Because it would.
8%.
There's got to be more chance of you critting on a 2d12 than a 1d20, because there's two die.
9.333%.
Nerd. Repeating, of course.
Repeating, of course.
Anyway. Okay, so cool. So we've all chosen a community, right? Have we done everyone?
Yep.
Sweet,
What was your
okay.
specs?
Loreborn.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I is smart.
So we can go to the classes. I think
This
we'll
one
go
I need to
class
know what
and
people
then
are picking.
experience. Yeah, we'll do classes and then we'll go experiences and then we'll go back to like names and things.
So I think the classes are pretty straightforward.
Yes.
Is the
There's 2 subclasses of each class
mhm.
that you will pick. You pick them at level 1.
The
So there's-
Guardian is like the Paladin, and the Seraph is kind of the cleric.
The Seraph is a cleric. Seraph is a cleric. The Guardian is a tank. That is, you can either be like a barbarian-esque, like stalwart Guardian, where you absorb, or you can be the other one, which I need to remind myself what the name is.
Is it Vengeance?
Vengeance, yes, which is more of like a DPS. So that's more of your paladin. Like, I'm gonna just fuck you up. Like, I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
But they still get
has options.
same armors and weapons and things. So you can kind of balance yourself either way. That way, they don't have to have like an entire barbarian class where your like sole ability is like get mad and get everyone's way. It's just default at that point.
That makes sense. I think I'm ready.
You're ready?
I'm ready.
What did you pick?
I'm gonna go with a ranger.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Is that just to try and pick something that no one would guess that?
Did Ashley guess it?
That's like you're a ranger IRL.
That's true.
But I've never once played a ranger in a game before. Not once. I want a pet.
What does a frog get as a pet?
An aphid.
I should say
A
beast,
snack.
because subclass is beast master? Beastbound.
Beastbound.
Beastmaster.
Beastbound. So I'm going to continue reading.
So are we choosing our class, and then if we know the subclass?
Yeah,
As well.
yeah. Go ahead and jump in, because you'll need to pick it at level 1. But then you can really customize the characters as they grow a lot more like Pathfinder, because each class has access to 2 domains. And I don't have the full list of them here, but there's like Valor and Blade and Bone and Midnight and Grace.
I think that in the classes, they're, or like at least in the playtest, I think they're chosen for you.
Yes.
Domains,
Okay.
yeah.
Each class has 2,
Yeah.
and it's
Okay.
specifically given to you.
I picked mine.
Okay. Yeah. What did you pick?
I'm gonna be a bard.
Ooh.
Cool.
Fun.
Bad and Daggerheart.
A bard and Daggerheart. And the 2 subclasses are troubadour or wordsmith,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going with the troubadour.
So the musical.
yeah.
Musical spellcasty type, like bolstering. The other one, the wordsmith, is that right? Yeah, is like pretty much like a face bard, which is really cool. That's like a specific one.
Yeah.
Because in D&D, kind of like you have to take a musical instrument, and it's kind of like assumed that everything you do is musical, even though you can kind of angle it towards being just a face. So it's nice that there's an option for just that. So, troubadour.
Yeah.
What are your features? Your foundation features?
When you take this foundation, you describe what instrument you're practiced in. So I have to pick an instrument. You can use an action to perform each song once per long rest. When you play a relaxing song, you and any close allies heal 1 hit point. When you play an epic song, make a close target temporarily vulnerable. And when you play a heartbreaking song, you and any close allies take a hope.
That is really dope.
Yes.
That's cool.
Emo night.
You can also, there is also the help action that you can take. So you can spend a hope, and you can, when someone, whoever you are helping, you have to narratively say how it works. Not like D&D, where it's just like, I use the help action.
Yeah.
And it just instantly gives advantage. You have to narratively say how you're helping, and you get to roll a single hope die when the other player rolls their 2d12, their fear and hope. They can choose whichever hope die they want.
Okay.
Oh.
Got it. It's
So
like
they can
advantage.
either yours or their own. Yes, but it's cool because you both roll rather than just you roll twice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Griffin is completely right as well. Classes also share domains with other classes, so you can actually double up on abilities as well. Like the sort of melee characters, the Guardian is Valor and Blade, and the Warrior is Blade and Bone. So you get both have access to the Blade domain abilities, but the Warrior has Bone and the Guardian has Valor.
Cool. Dope.
Yeah, so there are some really cool abilities that you can get like two of. It's almost like I think there's like a whirlwind one that the Guardian has. Where you like basically can spin around and like hit everything that's like within your melee attack. And you can like double up on that, and it ends up being like fucking double Sentinel in D&D.
Who else is?
Who else has chosen?
What's wrong, Ashley?
Huh?
You look
I'm thinking really hard because I was also gonna go Bard Troubadour, but I want us to. Okay. I feel so strongly about party balance.
I don't give a shit. You should do it. We could.
I know.
We're duetting fantastic babes in mushrooms.
It is a good pairing. It is absolutely a good
you
pairing.
can sit on my mushroom cap. Sing your song while I sing my song.
Bard babes.
I'm that's what I'm that I know. That.
We're a band.
Paul, you said that you'd chosen. What did you choose?
I'm going with, of course, a rogue.
What?
I never would
No
have guessed.
way.
Yes. I get to hide, backstab people. Yes. And then the domains, I get Midnight and Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, I gotta choose my I get to choose my subclass.
Yep. You choose your
I'm
subclass.
choosing the Syndicate subclass.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which
So
means
what
that
do you get with the Syndicate?
everywhere we go, I have a homie with the hookup. Basically, that's my ability. I
You got
have
the
a homie
homies.
with the hookup. Yep. Now
So you
there-
always find someone.
yeah, the relationship might be different at times, but it's always somebody I know that I know in the city. I know people.
I know people.
I know people.
Which is also true about you. Every con I've been to, you're like, oh hey, I know this person. And I'm like, how?
Yes. So going back to the regular action roll, you roll your hope and your fear You add them together. You add any modifiers that get added to it, which can be a discussion between us. You give the total and which die is the highest.
Nice.
And so that determines whether it's leading with hope or leading with fear.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna be the wordsmith bard. Actually, reading through it, we will still be a wandering group, Beth. I'm just saying, this is a good mix of abilities this way. I think I'll recite the lyrics on top of your mushroom.
Oh my god, are you gonna rap?
Yes.
Yep.
No problem.
Absolutely. Fairies and bugs, and fairies do rap. They don't.
No, I don't think we're gonna go that route. Right? Hey, whatever.
I have reading
That's
to do.
dope.
Mine's
So,
still
with the wordsmith, what abilities do you get with that?
Ha 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 ha. Okay. So you have Heart of a Poet. So when speaking to a person you're trying to impress, persuade, or offend, I can spend a hope and add 1d4 to the action roll against them. Then rousing speech. Once prolonged rest, I can use an action to give a heartfelt, inspiring speech, and allies that hear me can clear stress.
That is nice. Which they did change the rules with stress as well, and we'll get to that once you've kind of built your character out. Griffin says since Wizard shares the Splendor domain with Seraph, they can both heal.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That's what Griffin learned from their playtest at a friend's house. But yeah, it's super cool that wizards are allowed to heal. Because it's all magic. It's all magic.
Yeah, they do. So, I just read that.
So,
Wait, I may be changing back. Don't pay attention to me.
Yep. Anyone in the chat who's had experience?
What did Ashley pick?
I don't know yet.
Oh, you're changing it?
Maybe. I may be going back. Hold on. Just don't.
Anyone in the chat who's got experience with Daggerheart, please let us know what you created and what experiences you had and things, because this is us going through it for the first time, really.
No.
Other than the little bits that we've dived into on our own. So
Ooh. Calamity is a gnome, a rock gnome, Beastmaster Ranger.
Beastmaster!
Beastmaster!
Thanks
Welcome
for the
in.
follow.
Thank you for the follow. Don't worry, we had a whole thing about Beastmaster earlier.
I have a question.
I may have an answer.
In the character or in the class sheet, or the subclasses.
Yes.
So I chose Beastbound, and it lists 3 things. Do I choose one of those, or do I have them all?
1 second. Let me ranger. So you get your Beastbound. So you get.
There's Foundation feature, Specialization feature, and Mastery feature. Are those 3 separate things, or?
So when you go into your. No, that's your domain. 1 second. Let me jump ahead because it's.
Oh, I select things.
Yes, then you go in and you select your subclass on the left.
Griffin says you just start with Foundation, the others come with leveling.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Thanks, Griffin.
Yeah, there you go. So it says, this is what the text I was looking for. That it tells you your spellcasting trait once you choose your subclass on the left-hand side. And then it tells you the Foundation feature is the unique feature that you get. And then Specialization as you gain levels. And then Mastery feature as you gain levels. So you can choose from there.
I see. I just needed to follow the thing. I thought I just I chose it. And no. It walks you through it.
All good.
Level 10 spellcasting abilities right out the gate.
Yeah, it is very different. I almost feel like I would enjoy putting it together on paper a little bit better with the cards, because it
I saw the cards. They look nice.
You just start adding them to your character and building it out like in front of you. Because I'm such a visual person, that's I just feel like that would be cool. But because we are online,
oh man, weapons do I want?
and also it means that you guys have to do less math because it does work it out for you.
Yay! We hate math.
Yeah, man. Kick rocks.
I kind of like math.
Who else is picked?
So far we have Paul. Did you pick Rogue? Okay, Rogue, Ranger,
Yes,
Barb,
Rogue.
and then Ashley's still picking. Okay, I picked Wizard.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
Okay, nice.
I'm gonna go subclass School of Knowledge. So it's a knowledge spellcast class, and you've gained priceless knowledge through great study. You have advantage on all knowledge rolls to recall information, I think, which pairs well with lore born.
Yeah, absolutely.
If this roll is about the magical nature of a creature or enchantment, gain a hope even on a roll with fear. And then my ability is Adept. You can mark a stress instead of spending a hope to use an experience on a roll. If you do, you double the experience modifier for that roll. And the other thing that I did not mention, so Fearbolgs have a special, I guess, ancestral feature. When you should mark stress, roll a d6. On a 6, you take no stress. So if I pair that with the other ability where I mark stress for my adept ability, I might not be taking stress.
Wow.
That's
because
really
I'm so calm.
You found it. You said it well. I'm so calm.
As I'm sweating.
This is so stressful. That's why you have to role play as someone who's really calm, so that you can have that escapism.
I'm not doing him justice, but he's very calm in this moment.
The character is calm.
Yeah.
Stax is on edge. Cool. Mike, have you chosen?
I have. Any guesses as to what I picked?
Also, I do want to say thank you to Griffin, who's been helping out with some of the rules stuff in the chat. Just subscribe with Prime. Thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, Griffin. Yeah, I picked Guardian.
I knew it.
I didn't know whether it was going to be that or Seraph.
I looked at both. I actually loved the Seraph, because honestly, I was looking at the artwork. I couldn't decide, and I was like, I love this art.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I literally knew it was going to be one of those two.
yeah. Oh, so it was so difficult. But I'm going Guardian. And it is going to be a lot of fun. Why can't I do this?
I'm gonna do the troubadour too.
Yeah, I told you.
I know.
Yeah,
What did you do?
Griffin said that when they did their playtest, they did use the sheets and cards and said that it was really helpful. Yeah, it is a bit like with the Nexus. With the Nexus, I'm sure once you've gone through it a couple of times, it's gonna be like super fast. But like initially, when you're trying to figure out like where the information is, you have to click around to like get the information in front of you. Yes, you in the back.
I have an idea for my magical instrument or musical instrument.
Yes, you are. Are you picking?
Yeah.
I'm a troubadour. I'm going the original. Yes. Yeah. All of it. I'm also gonna do the wild thing and be in a fucking tree because I don't. Yeah,
You're going back. So we're not doing ground bugs. We're doing tree bugs.
We doing tree bugs. And we doing band bugs. And also, I want to have a little like walnut shell loot that's also a crossbow.
Jay.
Let me do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. When me and Bets were talking about instruments,
Shut up.
she was like, "What instrument could I do?" And I said, "Well, you could have like a giant acorn hat, and like have that hollowed." As,
Oh my
like,
god.
My
the
guitar.
sound hole. So, yes, absolutely.
I love you.
I deny it. I was trying to fight against it and be like, "Ooh, but 30 balance." And honestly, we just need to.
Just need to go with the flow, man.
All right. So I have a. So can my musical instrument also be my crossbow?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Dope.
That's sick.
I will say, if anyone is new in the chat, you can follow the channel, and that is super helpful for us. And if you do, you get a character rolled on screen as well.
Nice.
A random character rolled.
It's Twoo.
Who? No, we've done everyone now, right?
Yep.
That's it. Yeah, we did it. We did it, guys. Okay, cool.
I need to pick a subclass.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my
There's a lot of options under class.
Okay, so I'm having I'm trying to figure out my companion.
Ooh.
It should be something really big.
So I was thinking either like a buffalo
Yes.
or a giraffe.
Is a buffalo you just trying to live out your avatar?
My
Fantasies.
swamp bison.
Yip, yip.
Or something I don't ride. I was thinking like a hedgehog.
Mm.
I like the hedgehog.
Why don't you ride a hedgehog?
It would hurt.
Not if you had a saddle.
Yeah.
A special hedgehog saddle.
It wears a sweater.
Sweater.
All right, Jay, can I have a giant hedgehog that wears a sweater so that I don't get stabbed when I ride it?
I will say yes, that's fine, because I don't think it really makes a difference.
That's what you think.
That being said, I reserve the right to adjust the size of said hedgehog.
Are we small?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Are we the size of real frogs and real bugs and real mushrooms? And
So,
then
no.
Okay.
Like
I
humanoid.
believe, like,
sound?
I believe default is like medium size, but you can like adjust within that.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had an image of like being a little frog riding a giant
That's what I was picturing.
buffalo or like giraffe. It's like, what's up, guys? Wanna ride?
Yeah.
Just a little mushroom. Sorry.
That's funny, Armada. Yeah, we're recreating Humblewood.
It's happening again.
It's happening.
There you go. Griffin says the book actually says that fairies can even be 7 feet tall if they want.
Whoa.
But I
Ooh,
want
that's a
to
big
be.
bug.
I won't be little. But
How small can you be?
could I be the size of an
Griffin,
actual?
correct me if I'm wrong. Like you can adjust within that size frame. You just can't go to like extremes with
I
it.
see. Dang, that'd be crazy.
Is the 6-foot frog standing? Or am I a bipedal?
Ouch.
Okay.
Guess that's up to you.
Oh, we're gonna get real weird. So set your traits. Okay.
I picked just the suggested traits.
Oh yeah, so your traits. Yes. Sorry, I need to. I need to pick a thing so that I can be on the same thing as you. Okay. Okay, yeah, so traits. So unlike D&D, there's no rolling for your modifiers. You will take a +2, 2 +1s, 2 +0s, and a -1, and put them across agility, strength, finesse, instinct, presence, and knowledge. So agility is your like dexterity, basically, in terms of like sprinting, jumping, maneuvering yourself. Strength is like it's strength. It's the same. Finesse is your ability to control things. Hide or tinker, that's sort of smaller, fine motor skills. Instinct is your like almost like your wisdom stuff in terms of like perception and sensing and navigating. Presence is very much adjacent to charisma, charming, performing, and deceiving. Knowledge is your ability to recall, analyze, and comprehend. Which I do like that those are split. They took the wisdom, like perception stuff, and moved it into its own ability. Because I did feel like a lot of like wisdom and intelligence stuff does cross over when you step away from like D&D and think about people and their skills. So
yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is evasion?
Evasion is your score. It's your to hit score.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I have
Similar
to roll.
to like an armor class.
Yes, yeah. So it's not
Like
really
when-
based on armor. It's based on your ability to evade an attack. So there are certain things that give you pluses to your evasion, certain things that take away. Like if you choose very heavy armor, then you lose evasion. But then you have heavy armor, so it can absorb a lot more. So it's a give and take. Mike, you didn't tell us which subclass you picked.
I went Vengeance.
Nice, Paladin. Of course you did. Cool. So what does that give you?
That gives me a way to beat some wholesale ass if people mess with my friends.
Wholesale ass?
Wholesale ass. Selling in
Got it.
bulk. Hand
Costco ass.
ass weapons in bulk.
What?
What?
There's a lot of
I'm gonna beat a wholesale ass.
abilities based on like striking back and causing damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a much better way to say it. I basically, yeah, when I'm hit by an enemy, I can let's see, vengeance. I can reduce the damage, immediately roll a d6 equal to the number of armor slots that I marked, and deal the enemy that much physical damage back. Yeah, it's really. I'm super excited about this. This is gonna be awesome.
Ooh.
Let's see here. Setting traits. Okay. In starting weapons, I saw the primary weapons table and the secondary weapons table.
Yes.
We're just going from those, right? Nothing crazy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Because it's all what you start with. So, like, there are magical weapons just like in any other sort of high fantasy TTRPG stuff, but this is what you start with.
Okay.
Now, some of the weapons are magical as well, and your class or your domain, which are one of the two, allows you to take magical weapons sometimes as well. It's like the Seraph, I think, take one. I forget. Wizard, I think, maybe. Anyway. Yes, when you're ready, you can take your starting weapons.
The character like writes itself after a certain point.
That's true.
I have to choose a name for my companion. This is gonna take me forever.
Oh, no. Pick another flower name, because he's a...
My hedgehog.
Spike.
I mean, it should definitely be a flower. Lily! Well, because lily pad. We'll call it lily pad.
That's smart.
I know.
I know. I'm great.
Stabby's Mick sweater.
I know.
Write it down.
These tables are massive.
I got it.
That's my crossbow's my secondary weapon, but I want it to be my main one. Does your primary weapon have to be like a melee one?
No, there are ranged primaries.
So maybe I have to take a short bow, but we all know it's a crossbow and that it's cool and it's part of my thing.
That makes sense.
So your primary weapon, you can have a crossbow or a longbow.
Okay. It's okay. Oh, it does. Sorry. I lied. Oh, dang. It's storming.
I'm taking that chainmail armor. Sometimes I forget that I'm on stream. I'm literally just having a fun time creating this character over here. I'm just like.
So you took chainmail armor. What did you take as your primary and secondary?
My primary is going to be a halberd.
Okay.
And then my secondary is going to be a hand crossbow.
Oh, okay. Sweet. The halberd is a two-handed, though, right? You have to
so I won't be able to equip
wield both of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the halberd, but the halberd also isn't just melee; it's close range, so it's not right up. I got a little bit of distance. Poke you from a little further away.
Yeah. The distances I will get up just to make sure that I'm describing them correctly, because it doesn't work in like number of feet, although they have started to make a version where you can apply those terms to a grid map.
I remember seeing something about like a piece of like far as like a piece of paper and.
Yeah, it's meant to be like measured like with anything that you have around you. So like where is it? This is
I like how you pick your like the domain deck card.
Yeah, just got to that.
Yeah.
okay.
I picked the suggested things for my character.
What was the
Not for the domain deck.
Okay.
For everything else.
For domain, I picked Book of Tafar. So I get Wild Flame, Magic Hand, and Mysterious Mist. and Enrapture.
Uh-huh.
And what do they do?
Enrapture, you can temporarily keep their attention on you, narrowing a target's field of view and drowning out any sound but your voice.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so close is 5 to 10 feet. No, very close, sorry. Close is 10 to 30 feet. Far is 30 to 100 feet, and then very far is beyond that. But they came up with those titles in order for it to be way easier to track distances in terms of like theater of the mind stuff. Like there's way less to keep track of. Like how far am I from that? Oh, they're close. They're very close. They're very far away.
Yeah, that is nice.
And then yeah, you're able to use I think the short edge of a card of one of the like ancestry cards and things is very close. The long edge is close. The length of a pencil is the next one. I think far. And then very far is the long edge of a letter-sized piece of paper, so a character sheet. I believe. I don't have those notes in front of me, though, so I'm recalling them from memory. Length of a pencil is close. Oh, there we go.
Get closer.
I have another question.
Yes.
I'm on my companion portion of my character creation.
Okay.
And I need to enter experience. I have to enter 2 experiences. Now it gives them...
Is that experience for your
companion?
I'm confused by that too from clicking
we
earlier.
will do experience in a little bit.
Okay.
And then you can go back and add those in, but just remember that you have to go and add them back in. I want to do those together so I can explain the whole thing.
Okay.
Neat. Okay.
Good question, though.
Thanks.
So what has everyone picked as their weapons and armor?
You know mine.
I went with the suggested rapier and dagger, which seems kind of silly because I feel like I'm a little squishy, need to stay away, and then they give me 2, like, pokey stab melee.
Yeah, but those are your own shits, right?
Yeah.
You can throw them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went with the suggested.
Sweet. And you took leather armor then?
No, it suggests breastplate.
Oh.
Whoa.
Mine suggested breastplate too. I had an option for Thistlefolk armor. I don't know if that's a fairy thing.
Must be.
Because it has an ability called Seamless, which if you should take damage below your minor threshold, roll a d12. If you roll your level or lower, you don't have to mark a stress.
But that, I believe, is nullified now because if you roll below your minor threshold, you don't take stress anymore.
Oh.
You don't lose stress.
I see.
It just nothing happens.
But that just hasn't been updated.
So I just think that was in the 1.3.
I see.
Because
Well-
it used to be if you took below that, then you would. Thistlefolk is magic armor from the intro one shot. There we go.
I see. Should I not?
Griffin, did you do the baked in adventure, like the quick start adventure? Sorry, Ash, you were saying.
Oh, so if we didn't do that adventure, do you not want me to choose that option?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make sense anyway, because It was magical armor that gave that ability, but now they've updated it. So you don't take stress
But it
anyway.
has a higher armor score than leather armor, and not. It's the only one with an armor score of 3 that doesn't give me a
Negative.
negative.
Yeah. Yeah. I was looking at
But
it.
I'll choose leather.
I'm refusing to take Thistle Folk because I have no clue what Thistle Folk is.
I don't
And the
either.
Aesthetics matter to me. Aesthetics matter to me. I can't imagine my guy walking around with like thick ass, bulky armor. It's like no.
I'll pick leather because I want to be. Can't pin me down.
Can't touch this.
If you do, it's gonna hurt so bad.
Griffin, did you guys enjoy the baked in playtest one shot, or what do you think? Because I'm thinking I don't know whether to start along that and then branch off by myself, or whether to go homebrew from the beginning, because we want to do a few sessions in this.
Homebrew.
It would eventually turn into homebrew anyway. So
I'm just kidding.
but if it's really good, then it might be cool
Yeah.
to like do what they've put out.
It's not in my nature to do what's been told.
I know.
Okay.
Cool. Weapons and armor, everyone. What did you guys get?
I'm going with double daggers because my guy's not a fighter, but I hide daggers on me. It looks like I'm unarmed all the time. I never pull them out because pulling them out might get me into a fight. So no,
True. That can happen.
I'm a pacifist.
Sounds good.
My weapons are pretty standard. Short bow, short sword. Little itty boys.
Because you're short.
A little short boy.
Are you gonna do a Kermit voice?
No. I'll think about it.
You've come to the wrong pond.
You both have to do it.
Oh my god.
Cool. Stacks, what did you take?
Okay, so we love a good aesthetic.
Yeah, we do.
I picked because it said suggested for breastplate armor. So I imagine my breastplate armor has like lotuses on it, and by lotuses I mean like chakra based lotuses, and depending on how the sun hits it, it like shines different colors, but it's like engraving of the lotuses on it.
Whoa.
And then for my weapon size, like got two, I picked a great staff, and then it's gonna have that chakra balance lotus aesthetic engraved all the way down it from top to bottom. And then for my secondary weapon, which this is gonna come into play later when we do backstory stuff, but
This is a secret tool for later.
yeah, I chose a whip, and it's like wrapped around the staff in case I need it.
That's sick.
Oh, that
Dope.
that is some
So dope.
next level Rhapsody shit, right?
Yeah. But I'm calm, like.
Smelling like patchouli.
Amazing. Yeah, no, that's rad. After we've done armor and weapons, did we want to take a quick water break?
Sure.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll
Okay.
make some tea.
Sweet. Who wants to go next for armor and weapons? What did you guys take?
I already went.
Is it just Ashley now?
Oh, I have my loot that is actually a crossbow, and I also have a little dagger. Because you don't go nowhere without a knife.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. And then so we'll go take a water break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. And when we come back, we will do our domain deck cards. So our abilities, depending on our class domains, and then our experiences as well.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for sticking around while we sort of bumble through this character builder. And but it's good though, because it's reaffirming like rules for me as well, like going back in being like, oh no, this is this, especially with the new release from yesterday. So all right guys, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Stick around, we'll be right back. Thanks. Hello and welcome back to Daggerheart here on the Swole Initiative Network. We are building characters. If you survived that break, then thank you for sticking around. Thank you. But yes, so we left off. I was about to say last we left off. We left off doing armor and weapons, and now we're going to go into the domain deck cards. So these are your class abilities, more or less, that are dictated to you by what domains you can pick, dictated by your class.
Nice.
So
I'm ready with mine.
Me
you've already
too.
picked yours?
Yeah.
Me too.
I've mostly done everything. I've just been working on trying to pick a name. Been workshopping a bunch.
Who wants to go first with the domain deck then?
Eric.
Okay. I chose I See It Coming, which is a when you are targeted by a ranged attack, I can mark a stress to roll a d6 and increase my evasion against this attack by that value, what I roll. And I also chose Nimble, which while this card is in your loadout, add half of your agility score to your evasion. So try not to get hit ever.
Sweet. And those both come from the bone domain?
That's correct.
Yeah, sweet. Okay. Ashley, you said you picked yours as well?
I did. I chose from the Codex Book of Tafar. So it grants me 3 spells: Wild Flame, Magic Hand, and Mysterious Mist. Cool, like hide and
Ethereal mist.
sneaky stuff. Yeah. And then Enrapture. So it's kind of like a hypnotizing song. Narrow target's field of view, drowning out any sound but my voice.
Amazing. Cool. Betty, did you pick yours as well? Yeah, go on.
And they're not the same as Ashley.
Wow.
Wow.
It really is interesting how different same class, same subclass can be when you take into consideration the domain cards. Like you can build it so different.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like you almost get that like Pathfinder ability to really like get in and customize your character.
Yeah. I like that.
Love that. I picked, so with the Bard, you have the Codex and the Grace domains.
Domains. Yep.
So I picked one from each. And so I picked the Book of Eliot. Eliot. Which gives you 3 spells. Slumber. Make a spellcast roll against a very close target. On a success, they fall into a deep sleep until they take damage, or the GM spends a fear to awaken them. And then Arcane Barrage, once per short rest, use an action to spend any number of hope and shoot magical projectiles that automatically strike an enemy within close range. Roll an amount of d6 equal to the hope you spent and deal that much direct damage. And then
Almost
you also
like
get
some kind of magical missile.
Yeah. And then telepathy is also on there. So I can open a line of mental communication with one target I can see, and this connection lasts until I use this spell to connect with another creature. So it's like I can keep it all the time, basically, until I talk to somebody else. Anyway, But in kind of conjunction with that, I picked the Enrapture from the Grace domain, which you make a spellcast roll against one close target, and on a success, you can temporarily keep their attention on you, narrowing their field of view and drowning out any sound but your voice. You may also mark a stress on a success to deal 2 stress to the target.
That's awesome. That reminds me of the Oath of the Crown Paladin ability, the Force Duel or something, I think it's called.
That is what I had when we played. Yes.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Sweet. Who else has already picked? Paul, of course you have. There you go.
Yep. Of course, I'm going with my theme of Talkie Rogue, non-fighting Talkie Rogue. And I chose 2 from my Grace domain. So I have the Midnight and Grace domain. But the Midnight abilities are all very fighty rogue kind of abilities. So I went with Grace. I'm taking Deaf Deceiver, which makes me a good liar. And I was about to take Enrapture, but both of them took Enrapture. My Enrapture, I imagined it differently. I'm a shit talker. So it's like a taunt that makes them focus their attention on me.
Yeah.
And the stress for the 2 stress would be Vicious Mockery, right? Shit talking, right?
Yeah.
But then they both took Enrapture already. So I might go with Inspirational Words. Just because it still goes along with my talkie rogue. Yeah.
I'm imagining you like doing a shit talking, but inspiring like, you're better than that. Don't be shit. Like,
yeah.
That was
worst affirmations ever. That's what.
That was Lucius's inspiration. Was like backhanded compliments.
Yeah.
Right.
My inspirational words would be the most backhanded, terrible affirmations that ever existed. Yeah.
Love that.
You're like, thanks for the
So
compliment.
basically a Southern mother. Okay. Got it.
Everything is said in like the most sarcastic tone, like completely facetious.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like, oh, you're gonna do so good. Like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, cool. Who else is picked?
So both of mines come from the Splendor domain. And the first one that I picked, which was easy, was Mending Touch. I don't think we have a healer, but if we did, we do now. Because
we need
Mending Touch. Yeah, you can lay your hands on a creature and channel healing magic to help close their wounds. When you take a few minutes to focus on the person, you can you're helping. You could spend 2 hope to either heal a hit point or stress, and then once per long rest, when you spend this healing time learning something new about them or revealing something about yourself, the 2 hope you spent heals 2 hit points or 2 stress instead.
Whoa, that's interesting.
Yeah, so we're getting into that shared domain with the Seraph and the Wizard that allows either class to be able to heal. That's awesome.
And then this one made me laugh, but my second one is more attacky. But I picked Bolt Beacon, and I imagine it's like, I don't know who's seen Care Bears, but I just shoot like a rainbow pulse at someone.
Care Bear stare.
Yeah.
But yeah, you make a spellcast roll against a target within far range. On a success, you spend a hope to send a bolt of shimmering light towards them. Treat it like a ranged weapon attack, dealing a D8 magic damage using your proficiency that makes them glow brightly and become temporarily vulnerable.
Oh, so you get, it's like a guiding bolt, basically. Dope.
Nice.
Love that. Mike and Eric.
Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'm trying to come up with a name for my companion.
I've been going through, you have no idea. I have two names.
You can come up with it afterwards. It's okay.
No.
You already did yours, didn't you, Eric?
Your domain?
Oh, I did do my domain deck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You went first. Yeah.
That means it's just me. I picked one from the Valor domain, which is I am your shield, which is when an ally very close to you is going to take damage, I can mark a stress and stand in the way and take the damage instead. Reduce the damage by a value equal to your strength trait. You may also reduce the damage by spending armor slots. So I'm gonna get in the way. Right. And then the other one I took from the Blade domain, which is a whirlwind, which I think you were kind of talking about earlier. I really just want to be.
That's fucking insane. That's like a 15-foot arc.
Yep.
Of shit.
So I want to become the most lethal Beyblade in the world. So yeah, when you make a successful attack using a weapon with melee or very close range, you may also spend a hope to use that roll against every other enemy in that weapon's range. Any additional enemies you succeed against with this ability take half damage rounded up.
Amazing.
Which would be fun. Which I'm gonna.
Oh. I love that, guys. Excited. I'm getting super excited for this game already. Okay, great. So that's everyone. So we've done all of our class features. So we need to jump into experiences, which the first one is description. So the cards work slightly differently. The character sheets work slightly differently to the online version. But you're given a bunch of prompts, basically, to kind of get you thinking about the sort of features and aesthetic and looks of your character. The ones that are on the Nexus Demiplane creator are clothes that are, eyes like, body that's the color of, an attitude like.
So as I'm going through this, I have clothes that are casually tactical, eyes like big ol' wet orbs.
Big ol' wet orbs.
I'm a frog.
Me too. I want to be a blue poison dart frog.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. I want to be one of those little angry, grumpy, bumpy toads.
Yes. We're totally different frog people.
But I'm gonna be super happy. I'm just gonna look upset.
I also may have just been like generating a bunch of images. And I've got both my character and my companion down that I'm gonna share in our Discord.
Yes. Okay.
Because they're pretty good.
Yeah. If you want to come and chat with us in our Discord, I will put a link in the chat right now. There you go. So you can click that and join in the fun. We will most likely be talking a lot of Daggerheart stuff.
Oh boy.
Okay. Clothes, casually tactical. Eyes like big ol' wet orbs. A body that's rotund and spiky. The color of a withered lily pad. And an attitude like a quiet but fun uncle.
Wow. I love those.
Oh, did it not?
You mean a fungal?
A fungal?
Funkle.
A funkle.
Fungal is Betty and Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mushroom puns. Daggerheart.
Daggerheart. Come for the game's favorite ones.
I sound like I'm mocking it, but I'm actually really excited to play this with you guys. Daggerheart. Phantasmic. Has anyone else done their of course, yes.
I got clothes that are patchworked together, made from found bits and materials. A lot of gingham tablecloth bits fashioned into an outfit. Eyes like large black pools, really far apart on my head.
A praying mantis style head, like
a body that's slender and small with I want to have 4 long knobby-kneed legs, and big translucent wings, and I've got antenna, and like short green hair. I'm the color of like that sage green that's like lamb's ear leaves, that like really soft green color. It's like, and attitude like a freaking wildcat is what I wrote down.
It's a wild wildcat.
awesome. Who else is done? I imagine Paul is done. Are you done, Paul?
Oh yeah. So clothes that are like, I don't know what clothes are like. I basically look crisp. I've got like the crisp white collar with the black, really fitted vest. I look like a jewelry dealer, you know, just with my sleeves rolled up, my nice sleeves rolled up, you know. Eyes like the night, I suppose. Earnest looking eyes, though. Earnest, trustworthy looking eyes. Yes.
Just the rest of you that doesn't look trustworthy.
Yeah. My body, I'm guessing, would be like, I'm built like Saru in Star Trek Discovery. I don't know if you ever watched the Star Trek Discovery, but Saru, the tall, lanky guy, I kind of move like him. I kind of walk like him, kind of graceful and long and lanky. I'm the color of fresh churned butter.
That's a color.
Delicious.
But my cap is dark.
I was about to ask, is it a black
cap.
or is
Black
it
spotted cap, but with
okay?
the body's fresh churned butter. And my attitude, I am a fast talking con man that takes no accountability for anything. Yes. Never my fault. Yes.
Dope. So it's lost. Little bit. Sweet. Who else is good with their appearance? Stacks.
Okay. I have clothes that are simple and flowy with a breastplate that reflects color on its silvery base from light sources in various intensities. Eyes like iridescent glimmering sheen reflecting a tranquil stare. Body that is lean with soft attractive features with a velvety skin touch. The color of cinnamon with the scent of bourbon. And attitude like a calm diplomat.
Like a calm thing in all of its calmness. No
Calm.
stress over here.
I am calm.
I think you become more stressed the more you have to tell people.
Oh no. I'm fine.
That's awesome though. I love that. Mike, you look like you're done. Oh, we've already done Mike. That's right. You went first. Yeah,
Ready.
Betty.
Oh, Betty.
Oh, okay. Well, clothes that are sexy, fancy, fringe, sparkly pink, and she wears some cowboy boots. Eyes.
Sexy mushroom. I've never.
Watch your tongue, boy. Eyes.
Why I never.
Eyes green like fresh cut grass. Body that's curvy and voluptuous. The color of the sunset when the pinks and the purples and the blues all show. Attitude like a sassy little songstress.
Fantastic.
That's all.
Dope. That's all. Okay. Sweet. That's everyone's description, right?
Nope.
No, you gotta do it.
Oh, Eric, you said you were a blue dot frog, so yes, go on. You can.
He doesn't get to do the other things.
That's it.
Well,
You're a blue dot frog. That's.
I have a natural leather vest. We got light loose colored undershirt, a bandana, and a big old hat. Now, you gotta go to the Discord, because I also included an image of my character and my hedgehog companion. But I got big old eyes, slender and sleek, and with an attitude of childlike wonder. Y'all ready for this?
I wasn't ready.
The hedgehog's the best.
The hedgehog's the best thing I've ever seen.
If you're not in the Discord, you should join just to look at this
Oh my
and then
God.
leave. Like, oh, Griffin's in here.
I'm
Hello.
gonna cry.
I'm pretty happy about it.
All right.
I love the sweater.
Oh, Griffin, put their
The
character
sweater's
in
so
there.
good with the little harness. Are you joking?
It's so I don't get hit by the spines. Don't fuck with my hedgehog. No.
Oh. Yep. Okay. Next is background questions. So the way the Nexus runs, there. So
No.
yeah, I think you answer. I think the idea is to answer one of these questions. I think on the paper ones, but there's more. There's more questions on the paper character sheets.
Ooh, Trash Panda. Just
Oh wait,
followed, and they're a dwarf, a Durgar Grave Domain Cleric.
That's really cool.
That is cool.
I kind of want to make that
who
character.
is shit.
Well, hot damn.
That's a great character. You ain't wrong. Welcome in, by the way. Hello.
Welcome.
Or are your questions, are they different on here per
Yeah.
class?
I'm so stoked. I need to answer.
I think they're different for classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they are.
Yeah, okay. I knew there were more questions than that, so the linked T class, I went in and changed my class and I got different questions. So when you guys have answered your questions, we'll go through and read off your question and your answer.
All of them?
Just one, right?
I have
Wait.
3.
I have 3 on mine, but I don't like 2 of them.
There's always 3. I think you can just answer 1.
Oh, I answered all of them.
It's just to like inspire.
Alright.
It's like to jumpstart your background inspiration.
I got it.
Cool.
Cool.
You have an answer for it already as well, Ash? Or-
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. What's yours?
I do have who from your community taught you to have such confidence in yourself. And it's my Mama, who was the matriarch of our community in our bug tree in the forest. Because fairies is bugs. And then the next question is about like being in love. And I don't really see this as like a romantically linked character. So I am not going to answer that one. And then I have a pun answer for you've always looked up to another bard. Who are they and why do you idolize them? I think I'm quite impressed by my good friend that's to be named. But I think we probably, well, I don't know what your name's going to be.
I do.
Is it close to what I texted you, what I was going to answer for this?
I created my own pun for that particular.
Okay, so then I won't say, then never mind.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay.
Happy to answer any other questions. I just don't think you were once
No,
in love. Who was it
The
with?
one, yeah, the
How did
one
they-
question is fine. The idea is it's a prompt to
Yeah.
have you start filling in the rest of the backstory.
Got it.
Who is ready? Ready?
I have the same questions, obviously, as Ashley. Who from your community taught you to have such confidence in yourself? And the answer is my mama. And you were in love once. Who was it with, and how did they hurt you? Spud. He was a lazy bum who never did nothing for nobody. You've always looked up to another bard. Who are they, and why did you idolize them? Well, the famous singer, Patsy Fungi, she was amazing. That's all.
Great.
We come here to have fun, guy.
Nice.
Yep. Paul, you look like you're done.
Oh yeah, I got one. So mine is, what did you get caught doing that had you exiled from your home community? So basically, I got in a little bit of shiitake, and I spread my spores somewhere where I shouldn't have spread my spores, and had to go running. Yeah. And also, you used to have a different life from this one that you tried to leave behind you. Who from that life is still chasing you? It is the significant other is chasing me.
Oh.
The significant other is chasing me, yes. And so now I am busy going everywhere, trying to get to know everybody with a hookup, a homie and a hookup. I'm basically trying to build a network of people that will protect me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sweet. Is anyone else ready to go?
We just got raided. Hi, friends.
For the raid.
1,000 Faces TTRPG. Hello.
What is up?
Welcome.
Welcome in. I assume that is Ethan and Lauren.
Dox them like that.
In fairness.
What is this cat buddy emote? That's great. The cat buddy emote in chat is great. I love that.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is up, guys? Yeah, we are developing our characters for Daggerheart that we're going to be starting in 2 weeks' time. Yes, we are starting a new campaign. This is going to be our Daggerheart game. It'll be on every other Wednesday from this Wednesday onwards, running parallel to our Call of Cthulhu game. So we'll always have something on Wednesdays. Sorry, yes. Was someone ready with their background stuff? Stacks?
So I like bets also answered all three.
Okay.
So the first one for the wizard is, what did your community used to count on you for? How did you let them down? So I put, follow the family business. I come from a family of successful traveling bards. And then I grew up and became a wizard.
Whoa. You're like, fuck that life. I'm going to school.
I ran away and joined the school.
Music's for nerds. I'm gonna bring
But that, going back to my stats, is why I have a +1 in presence, because it's just like innately there. My next question is: you've spent your life searching for an object or book or great significance. What is it, and why is it so important to you? I think it's more significance and kind of like the ideal of it being out there, but I put the Book of Enlightenment, which is a song that my parents wrote, like a love song. And aside from the lyrics, he's searching for like enlightenment in life and like what will kind of like get him to where he feels he needs to be.
Okay.
And then the last question, you have a powerful rival. Who are they and why are you so determined to be their end? And I kind of tapped into my own like sibling rivalry, but I put my sister, who became a successful bard. So she did like what the family, wanted her to do. And I never filled those shoes, but I will make a name that will write my own story that isn't defined by what my family roots tell me to be.
Ooh.
Who wants to follow that?
I was just making puns, but that's good.
No,
too.
these are really good. I want to say now, if you guys could send me your like background stuff, just so that I have something to jump off of, and then you can embellish on that as well if you want to. So that'll be super helpful.
Tax, does that mean that maybe you know myself and Ashley?
I feel like I would connect well with y'all if I don't know you because
I
you're
think we're
hard and it just feels like family.
Yeah. We look up to your family. We're probably so fledgling in our careers. Like, oh, you've heard of us? And he's like,
Like found family kind of thing. I like that.
For those of you that just joined, we are using the Demiplane Nexus Character Builder, which works a little differently from the paper sheets and cards, but we're still having a lot of fun with it. Awesome. Who else has done their backgrounds?
I'm ready.
Oh, go for it.
Okay. A little tough. My first question is: a terrible creature hurt your community and you vowed to hunt it down. What is it, and what unique trail or sign does it leave behind anywhere it goes? I don't know exactly what the creature was. Maybe you can help with this, Jay. But I do want it. I would like my community to be, in a natural place. And I think that the sign that it leaves behind that I've been tracking is kind of like a chemical, like gunpowdery type of smell. Something industrial that has destroyed my natural habitat.
I like that.
Oh, so many plot devices. Okay, yeah, that's cool with me.
But I wrote down a smelly smell that smells smelly.
There it is. That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you.
That's what I started with, and then Stack started talking, and I was like, oh,
Damn it,
bear that in mind when we go
For every
to
session 0 going forward, Stacks goes first.
set the bar. Bear that in mind when we go into choosing your experiences as well.
My next question was: your first kill almost killed you too. What was it, and what part of you was never the same? It was an accident. I'm a poison dart frog. My skin is toxic, and my first mount, a swamp bison, didn't make it, and now I cover my skin always. And my hedgehog is required to wear a sweater.
it's functional and fashionable.
Just gave you a big old lick and then didn't make it the next couple hours.
Nope.
Oh my god.
My last question was: you've traveled many dangerous lands, but what is one place you refuse to go? I think with my nomadic background and the horror that happened to my community, one place I'll never go again is home.
Amazing. Mike, you look shell-shocked.
Yeah. we're both frogs, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even think about that, like the poison stuff. Yeesh.
Maybe you're the fun kind.
You're the psychedelic kind.
Yeah.
You're that too?
I want to be that grumpy brown frog that like squeaks when it's mad. Like,
Oh my god.
that's that one. That's the frog I want to be. So my questions are, as a guardian, are who from your community did you fail to protect, and why do you still think of them? I put that I failed to protect the tadpoles from being eaten in their small habitat from growing up. Yeah.
Oh no, the younglings. They got Anakin.
The younglings.
Oh.
I have another question, which was much more fun. You recently have been tasked with protecting something important with the goal of delivering it somewhere dangerous. What is it, and where does it need to go? That's just the ring from Lord of the Rings. No, but that's like my first thought. But I said I put the conch of calling. It's connected to the moon and has to be delivered to the sister sea for the next cycle, or the tides are going to be monstrous, since I'm from an ocean environment. So it has to go back and forth, ocean to ocean, every cycle.
To alter the tides.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Yeah, definitely include that in the message, because I will not remember. And that is very important.
I was like, what can break the world we haven't created yet?
What if I'm holding the plot device for the world?
Yeah, what if I have it? And then you've always felt uncomfortable in your own skin. What are you self-conscious of? Being a frogling, usually not used to the casual banter of most other societies. So I got one for each. I got a horrible backstory, a crazy item, and I don't like people. Don't understand them.
Same.
Don't get them.
Don't get them.
Okay, sweet. So that's everyone's descriptions, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Now we get to do my favorite thing of character building. We get to do our experiences.
Yeah, what is that?
So you get 2 experiences. I think, yeah, one you get a +2 to your roll, and one you get a +1 to. Now, this is very open-ended, and this is why I love it so much, and I think you guys will have a fucking blast with this. You want to come up with a sort of general phrases work really well that pulls on your character's like background and experiences and life that would give you a situational advantage. So like for the one that Matt pulled out for a guardian would be like, don't touch a hair on their head. And so whenever you get into a situation where you are defending someone who is like defenseless or being attacked, like at a disadvantage, you can apply that experience and you can like pitch it to me and be like, I'd like to use this in this situation. And if I say yes, you'll get a +2 or a +1 depending on which ability it is. So this is really cool. So make it like fairly like broad, not too broad, but just like a phrase or a meaning or something. Like Travis picked out one that was want to see a trick, where he picked a wizard that just constantly used magic to disarm people. And so, like, charm them and get, like, on their good side. But phrases work really well because they can be applied to many different situations. And because they end up being very specific to your character as well.
I think I have one.
Okay.
I wrote down Tide Turner.
Okay.
Which has sort of a double dip into that conch, and also like, you can turn the tide in a lot of different situations.
Mm-hmm.
So is that kind of what you're looking for?
Yes. So there will be a point where you can and it's kind of like a line of discovery, right, between the GM and the player.
Okay.
As to where the line is for that ability.
Okay.
And then when you get up and push up to that line, I'm like, I don't think this is a place where you can put that. But the idea is to kind of tie it into something in particular. So Tide Turner is the idea behind that if you are on like the back foot, you're able to dig deep and then turn the tide.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in a battle, if you're like low on health and you have to make a roll, you're able to, can I please use my Tide Turner and add that into your roll.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So I wouldn't write down invincible.
Right. But as long as you have like a general idea of where that is based.
Yeah.
So, if you fail to protect tadpoles, then maybe that is where it comes from. You will give everything to turn it around.
Okay. You got it. Even if it costs me something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because you do have to spend hope to use your experience. Betty, you had your...
What does it always have to be? Like, okay, so use like a general phrase, but does it? Okay.
Sorry, I just read Ty Turner, Tina
Yeah.
Turner, lesser known brother.
Funny.
Maybe it's Timmy Turner's lesser known brother.
Wow.
So I have two that I wrote down.
Okay, cool.
One is, tell me about it, Sugar. And this is going to be she writes her songs based on, people's experiences and talking, like what she's seen, what other people have seen. So that's kind of like a get people talking kind of thing. And also maybe a distraction, like, let's talk about you, let me hear about it, like kind of that kind of way. But then the other one is, well, let me play you a song. And that is like the attention on myself to, so it's kind of all a play of where I want attention to be. And that's part of that present.
And misleading and sleight of hand a little bit.
Right. And I I want to garner information or I want to distract.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for example, if you want to use that "Tell me about it, Sugar," you might want to use maybe flirtatious or comforting language around that while you're trying to pull information, and then be like, "I want to use "Tell me about it, Sugar."
Yeah, and I also thought if it is a situation where it's like a battle, I could use it as intimidation. Because it's still
Okay.
a part of the presence.
Yeah, I mean, the possibilities are all on the table. It just becomes that situational thing where we have that discussion to find out where the line is of what your ability is. And the line is kind of like a fun thing to find as well, because that does give you a barrier. So then you get to be super creative within that barrier, because now it's not limitless.
Cool.
Mike, did you have your second one?
Yeah, I put big ups.
Okay.
Hopping.
Amfrog.
Amfrog, big ups.
Amfrog.
So in terms of jumping.
Yeah, that or just compliments.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Nice.
Could be used either way there. Big ups.
Either way.
I like that.
Okay. Sweet. Ashley, you look like you're chomping at the bit to tell me yours. Go on.
I'm just I was trying to put words to it, but I'm stealing this from chat because I like feeling plucky. Because I'm trying to describe this like small town naivete, but like that's not gonna hold me back. Like I'm from a small town, I'm in this big world, but you can't tell me nothing about nothing. Kind of like attitude a little bit. So I think she's like in situations where she ought to maybe be a little bit intimidated or maybe feel out of place. Doesn't phase her.
To like double down.
Yeah. I also wrote down even a worm will turn, because when back she's kind to everybody. Well, she'll like give everyone that like, you know, like the grace of like being kind, but you push her too far and you're gonna get like she'll turn to like, you know, retaliation and absolutely be vicious.
I love that. Sweet. Paul, you also look like you're done.
I got one for sure. So I like
sorry, Ashley, which one is your +2 and which is your +1?
That's what I was. I
Come
feel
back.
like okay, so even a worm will turn is like is kind of like back against the corner, like need to rely on that one, but feeling plucky's gonna come up more often. So I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, do I need to do +2 on the one that I need to rely on when it's like the odds are against me, or the one that I'm gonna use probably more? I think even a worm will turn deserves to be a +2 to kind of like
to like really dig in, like yeah, and you get that big bonus for those moments that you really need it. That makes sense. Yeah, Paul.
My +2. I want my guy to be. He's not a fighter, but he takes big chances, big swings, no risk, no reward. So my first one is going to be, what's the worst that can happen? Right. For my +2.
Love that. Yeah.
Basically, whenever I try just the stupidest, most ridiculous thing, long shot. Yeah. And the other one, I was thinking, I'm not sure yet, for a +1, just a fixer. I like being the fixer, like the guy who arranges things, and I feel like it could spread to like negotiating maybe, or talking my way out of something, fixing, just a fixer. Yeah.
Okay. So it's just kind of coming up with, do you want it just to be fixer?
I'm thinking about that.
The thing is, if you use that, it becomes very pointed.
It's very yeah.
Kind of find a phrase, then you're able to.
I'm trying to find a phrase for it right now. Yeah. I'm still actually thinking about.
Get a bit more like bargaining chips by using like a phrase or a turn of phrase that you might use.
That's what I'm still thinking on, but it's
okay. Cool.
It's in
no,
that,
we'll come back on that one.
Yeah.
Is anyone else done with theirs?
I'm ready.
Go.
I want to do leap before you look.
Okay.
More of a kind of a ranger type, like going ahead and similar to Paul, like taking that risk in order to like make sure that you're taking care of everybody. High risk, high reward kind of situations. I'm thinking of. And then I think the second one, I was thinking of like home is where the heart is, being kind of more comfortable in strange lands, strange situations, dealing with people in other places that are not home, or being able to blend in some way.
Okay. Yeah. That'll be a fun one to explore as well. Like to see how you start to use it.
Yeah.
Dope.
I think I'll do leap before you look as my +2. Home's where the heart is +1.
Awesome.
You know what I thought of? So I want to be a fast talking rogue that like doesn't like to fight, tries to talk his way out of everything, doesn't take accountability. And I'm also kind of a liar. And I'm a mushroom.
No.
No cap.
No cap.
Oh my god!
No cap.
So good.
So good.
Well, hey,
So-
someone's gonna have to return half their costume.
No
That's
cap.
amazing.
No cap.
All right. I like that.
Yep.
I like that a lot. Stacks, do you have yours?
I do. So my +2 is, let's see. I think I'm gonna pick this one. There's one small problem. This is our story, and I'm gonna use it in like a party buff sort of way, where since he's like knowledge-based wizard, he kind of is always thinking. And sometimes like the enemy or whoever we're going up against might think they have the upper hand, but they don't realize they're just like guest stars in our epic story. So I kind of see him using it in that sort of way.
Okay.
And then my
It's like main
+1,
character syndrome.
yeah. You don't have plot armor.
You're just an NPC. Like, I know.
My +1 is that's my secret. I'm always calm. And
I love that.
I see him using that as like in situations where normal people kind of get overwhelmed. He's just like calm, cool, collected all the time.
Nice.
Throw me in the fire.
Perfect.
I can do it.
Nice.
Amazing. I'm gonna try so hard to stress you out.
Nah, man. I'm chill.
Nah,
Nah,
that's
bro.
so good.
Cool. And then the very last thing on the character creation is creating connections. So there are some prompt questions. You don't have to answer all of them. In fact, you could come up with something that's not even part of the question. But the questions are there as prompts.
One of mine says, "What have you asked me to keep an eye out for?" Who is the who in that statement?
Whoever you want.
What have you asked me to keep an eye out for? Me?
So-
Am I keeping an eye out for something?
No.
So you, like,
You're royal.
it would be another player.
Someone else in the group.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Make
what
it
have you, insert person there, asked me, insert me, keep an eye out for? Okay. Fuck. I don't know.
Like the one that I have right now, I have the Guardian up, and so one of the questions is, what small gift did you give me that you notice I still carry with me? Now, these connections, they can either be like lifelong connections, like we've known each other for years, or they could be just like fleeting moments, or, you know, for that small gift, it could have been, I don't know, something like you saved someone at some point and they gave you a gift because that's all that they had. And the next time they see you, they see that you're still wearing it.
Interesting.
So they don't have to be like, oh, we've known each other forever and I gave you this gift and we've been together forever and I've always seen you. It can be that distant, like, reconnection idea. Or it could just be a fleeting, like, oh, I've just known you. I saw you here doing this thing and I don't know, I got you out of trouble. Like, those kind of connections. They don't have to be lifelong. Are you texting Betty? Is that what?
Yes. I just saw that, so cute.
Right?
Paul,
What?
one of mine is what friendly competition do we have? Do you want to have a reckless competition?
Oh, we're always trying to outdo each other.
Those with your abilities, that goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
Writing it.
Awesome.
I have one for Stacks.
Oh.
I'm gonna take every opportunity to connect our characters together because I never get to play games with you ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. By the way, chat, this is the first time that like the original like lineup of the Swole Initiative Network is all getting to play in the same game.
Yes.
Which is why we're like double
So
smiles, like smiles on smiles.
It's gonna be great. With that being said, what small gift did you give me that you notice I still carry with me? The same question that Jay just asked. I since I am a guardian, what small gift would you have given me? Or how did I save your life the first time we met? Which one do you think? What lore?
Ooh, I
do you
might
want
do
to
the
create?
gift.
The gift? Okay.
Okay, let me think on that for a second.
Does anybody have anything that they are worried about, or like a creature that they're worried about, or something that I should be keeping an eye out for?
Snakes, small mammals.
I think I'm probably a little scared of frogs because they eat bugs, and fairies is bugs.
Keep an eye out for frogs. Like I got
Fairies
you.
is bugs, and frogs is everywhere.
And frogs is, oh my god!
New boot goopin' Daggerheart.
Wait. You guys are both frogs, and my guy's name is Robichaud Dugai.
Oh wow, we just got
That's got a French name.
the Grouch Couch.
The Grouch Couch. That sounds amazing.
Hello guys, we
Hello,
welcome in.
welcome.
We are just finishing our or coming to the end of our character creation for our Daggerheart Daggerheart campaign that we're going to be running every other Wednesday. So welcome in, guys. If you choose to follow, just saying, you will get a character rolled for you on screen.
Hey, there's
Saying.
one.
Just saying. Do one come in?
Yeah.
Here we go. Children of Proteus.
Ooh.
A satyr, great old one warlock.
Wow.
Lord.
I
It's
fucking love that like dark satyr idea. It's very Pan's Labyrinth, and I love
Absolutely.
Love that.
I'm sticking to it. Our random character generator is the best random character generator.
Really
It's
good.
it really
It-
good.
It has good ideas.
it. It's custom. We had it made
Mm-hmm.
by an intern. Shh.
I don't know. Should I don't know if I should do frogs.
Don't do frogs. I mean, that doesn't make sense.
Watch out for that guy.
Probably also
Me,
birds.
I'm good, but that guy.
I mean, maybe
Stacks.
birds.
Stacks, what are you worried about?
Always calm. He's not worried.
I'm always calm. Like
He's not worried at all.
But between you and me though, what are you worried about?
Ooh, that might actually help me because actually it says the other way. It says, "What secret about yourself have you trusted only me with?" But something I'm worried about, like actually underneath, I'm actually like worried about something, but I'm not.
Something you've asked me to keep an eye out for.
Okay.
Like a creature.
And why are you worried about it?
And why am I worried?
I forgot that was the second part of the question.
Okay, so for Mike's question, I am going to say, like a chakra bead neck or bracelet. Because maybe I saw. Oh, we don't write this. It just writes
one?
itself.
Oh,
Nice.
And maybe I gave it to you because after like a fight or something, you were feeling like not calm.
We all have.
And
I wear mine every day, and I'm not wearing mine now.
I know I don't have my.
Like at this moment,
Oh, every day.
I wear it every day. I promise.
We don't.
It's okay, babes.
I'm also never mind.
and maybe you use it as a way to like recenter yourself. And then what am I? Okay, that one's gonna be a little tougher.
Okay. I feel like I am related to Betty's character, but we never lived. We lived separately, right? I was the brother that was somewhere else. But I screwed up, and so I ran to her for help, and ending up joining their band as a band manager
Okay.
to fix it.
About to say.
But
Couldn't play anything.
He knows
But I have a
everything.
question here.
Hang on.
So I'm guessing I'm going to give this to Ashley. So I joined the band. I became the band manager to run from my troubles. And maybe Ashley's character didn't like that I joined. But what did I recently convince you to do that got us both in trouble?
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I've written, so this kind of ties into something. Oh, I love how this works. Okay, so I have the question, what do I do that annoys you? So what does my character, and I think I collect scraps of everything. Trinkets, anything shiny, anything, and I'm always like, look what I found. And I think you convinced me to like to steal something. Because I was like, oh, it's so cool. And you were like, just take it. And we took it. And then now she's got a taste for crime. Got caught.
Oh, you know what else?
Crime, but not
know what else?
trained in that whatsoever.
I joined the band, and when I joined the band, you knew something was up, and you were like, you know what? Come straight. And for one of the few times I actually had to not lie. And so I told you my story of what happened, and you Taylor Swift me and wrote a song about it.
I love that.
And that gets me into more fucking trouble because now it's like people are like, wait, is that? You know about this guy? Yeah. So
And that's lore.
I like that.
that's
Nice. I was gonna do my connection to you, Bets, off of that text. It gave me the idea that like we were out. I'm in the tree. There are some mushrooms growing around the tree, like out in the forest. So like we were like around each other, just like out looking at the stars at night. And it started raining, and you shielded me under your big old cap. And that's when I knew that we were gonna be such good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe that's when we made our first song.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew we were going to be such good friends.
Cute.
Under my umbrella.
And that
That was the song.
yes, that's definitely the song.
A folk version of that song. Kind of sick.
So,
Minor chords. I'm into it.
Only if Spider-Man can dress in a corset in the rain while we do it.
And dance, yeah, absolutely.
yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know that
The whole
connection.
internet knows what I'm
If
talking
you
about.
don't know this video, that sentence was so confusing.
I was
The
like,
internet knows.
isn't she Mothman? Like,
Oh, she, yeah.
We need pictures
No,
of Spider-Man.
No, I'm
Spider-Man.
So Eric, what if I take yours and raise you a connected connections and give you one of mine to connect to as well that also would self-eating snake back into yours?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So the first one I have is, what favor have I asked of you that you're not sure you can fulfill? And what if it's the thing that you're asking?
Oh, to watch out for.
Yeah.
It's like way above my pay grade.
I'm like, you're a ranger. You can.
But I've agreed to it, and you're like, you got to keep an eye out for this thing. Like, it's terrible. I'm like, yeah, I got it, but I know for a fact there's no way I could do anything about it.
Okay.
I'm good with that. But what are you worried
What
about?
is it? Okay. That gives me an idea. I'll come back to it.
I have
Okay.
one for Paul, which is perfect. What lie have you told me about yourself that I absolutely believe?
Wow.
Ooh.
This feels like real life.
It's not actually one of the questions on there. He just has beef with Paul.
I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to think here.
That you
Paul
celebrate.
is an open book. We learned.
We learned so much about Paul recently.
What lie have I told you about myself that
That you celibate. No, that couldn't be Paul.
Let's see what I told you about that you absolutely believe, huh? So like your character is very what is it? Guardian, vengeance.
Yeah, vengeance, guardian, paladin-esque.
Will protect anyone, kind of thing.
Will protect anyone. Oh, so I see you as like a savior, like this person that I have to know because I am in danger, and I'm kind of slimy. I will use you because you're a shield. And so, what did I tell you? That somehow this person that's chasing me is actually a bad person. I'm trying to think. I don't know who this person is yet.
That's the bad person, that you're the good person.
And I'm the good person.
Ooh.
I am the good person. And that person is totally, yeah.
I love that.
We got a good question in chat that what's the truth that my song is about?
True.
Umbrella?
Ooh.
No.
Ella?
Not that one.
That's a
Ella?
different one.
That's a different song.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Is it the truth of that situation?
That's
think
your one
so.
phrase.
The truth, because I made a name for myself. Now I'm looking at Betty's character, and Betty's character has got that southern kind of whatever. And I think my character is similar in a way, but I have totally fabricated a whole new alias, a whole new life. So my name is French. My name is Robichaud Dugai, but that's actually not my real name. It's what I'm going by to try to not get caught and in trouble.
I don't know what that's like.
What if I call you by your real name? Now you gotta decide what that is.
Oh, there we go. Okay, Gambit and
No,
Rogue.
but basically, no one should ever know my real name, and I've actually pressed upon you, Betty, to never tell anybody because I can get in real big trouble. And somebody might know my real name because I saw some of the questions come up, like the secret that you're keeping. I mean,
Okay.
maybe somebody knows my real name, but
I do.
I actually don't know my real name right now. I haven't thought of it, so
We'll figure it out. We can
I
have
have
like
some
side
ideas.
chats. We can have side chats as well. So
yeah.
I've got one.
are you gonna be Louisiana French though? Like Gambit?
Holy shit!
I'm
you gotta
gonna
do it.
try.
Cajun.
But see, this is a fantasy world, so if my accent is shit, that's
Doesn't
how
matter.
it is in the fantasy
No.
world, right?
That's what
Yeah.
French mushroom folks speak like.
Yes.
There's so many colors of country, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing.
I've got one more for Mike,
Ooh.
and it's why do I act differently when others are around? And we're both frog people,
Yeah.
and I think that I'd like it to be like my character is pretty happy and positive when everyone's around, but when I hang out with you, my character gets like super sad, like really deep, because you remind me of my lost frog community.
This will tie into my question of how did I save your life the first time we met?
I love this so much.
This is really cool how this works.
Yeah.
I think we both get sort of like loner, like we're like loners together where we're just kind of solemn, because I think that I saved your life the first time we met because our frog clans were kind of fighting, and you and I just took solace in not killing each other because we didn't want to be a part of it.
Whoa.
And we remember all that like
Oh shit, because that goes back to like your youngling stuff as well.
Right.
Oh.
So not wanting to kill a frog is very much like I was meant to protect them.
Right.
Ooh.
So our rivaling, yeah, I love that. I love that. Oh, that's so much. It's so good.
And I think it's not so much I saved your life as much as like we both decided not to kill each other.
And we left.
Yeah.
I love it.
And you chose to walk away, and you both walked away, and now cross paths once more.
Mm.
Ooh.
My last question, I want to ask Paul, Ashley, or Stax, because I feel like we all have a connection. So whichever one of you wants to take the answer on this, go for it, or help me get there. Why do you grab my hand at night?
Oh. Same on mine too. I think it's probably different for different people, but for us, it's probably because we remind each other of home. Like,
yeah,
we do that for each other.
Country folk.
Truly.
Oh my god, country.
Back, you know, back in the country. We can't call it the cunt tree.
No, my game.
Oh man.
I'm glad you said that because the joke was at the forefront of my mind. I'm like, I can't say that.
No, I was leading with it, hoping someone would pick it up. So.
No. Okay.
I think, okay, not to be.
Does it just have a really big knot in it?
Ugh.
Oh no.
I was gonna say, and not to tie it into other things, but it'd be cool if like we called it the holler, and it's like a hollowed out tree that we all live in.
Oh my god.
And it's
That's
like
cute.
just this big old freaking oak tree that's like lined up and like covered in moss and stuff, but we all like live inside of it. And so it's like a holler, but it's like the hall. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like that.
Is it like barely alive kind of hollow? Like
I
the
think,
tree?
yeah, it's definitely like, I think decomposing.
Like it's still alive, but it's so old that...
Yeah. And I think maybe that's a motivation to want to be like, ugh, I'm sick of living in this dead ass tree. There's got to be more to the world. Like, but really, it's like a beautiful thing to maintain it and keep it going. But like, I was too blinded by the promise of fame to see it at the time.
Okay.
I've got one last question actually.
That's cute.
I feel like it goes to either Betty or Mike's character. Because they seem... See, Judgy's very scholarly, but I feel like Betty and Mike might be the wiser characters. But what are you desperately trying to teach me that you'll fear I'll never understand?
Whoa.
I feel like Big Sister Betty might be that, or Guardian Tank, good guy.
I would just say your actions have consequences. But
I'm gonna dive deeper with that because she is just trying to be herself and, you know, make it in the world and just be, you know, her. When everything about you is covering up who you really are. So I'm always trying to get you to be comfortable with you being you and you being comfortable in this world as insert your real name here and like get you to just kind of come out of this lie.
Got it.
So what are you, ashamed of where you come from?
I have a very sophisticated rubber-shouldered guy, but I bet you my name is just really country.
It's like Robbie or something.
Robbie or Cody.
Cody or something. It's really country. From the wild-born country.
Cletus.
Oh boy.
Cletus.
So, Eric, for yours, how about this? Since he reads a lot, I imagine he also knows a bit about folklore. And he's asked your character to look out for this one thing that kind of terrifies him, which is like a folklore creature that has like shape-shifting capabilities. And because it can disguise itself as literally anything, it's probably like really hard to track. But it's supposed to be like terrifying. And they say, this is just a folklore, but they say before it kills you, it shows what its real appearance is. And I think that's more terrifying than being killed by something that's not what you thought it was.
I like it.
It's
something
nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's Mothman.
Yeah. It's Mothman.
Oh my god!
And
You mean
and
it's really hot?
so hot.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
he's
no.
so hot.
Yeah, you're dead. You only find out at the very
Final
last.
girl thing, like pulling over, like, oh no, I've fallen.
Oh.
We all have our
How
own
will I
parasocial
escape?
relationship with Mothman.
It all comes back around.
I think that's great, and I think, yeah, I think that the deal we've made, I think my character is like it. That sounds so crazy. That yeah, but I've agreed to be like, yeah, I can help you with that, but it's way outside my ability.
And I just said it like super calm to you, like, yeah, if you see this thing, just.
Which freaks me out a lot, but I've stayed very positive and happy about it. Yeah, of course, I got it.
Seems so calm about it. It seems like a big deal, but like,
Yeah.
Does everybody have their name?
Yes.
Yes.
ooh, okay.
And just to throw these out here, because I think I know who I want to ask them for. What secret about yourself have you trusted only me with? I want to give that to Paul because I feel like he lies all the time. So to have him give me a secret is kind of like really intense.
Okay,
Hmm.
so you'd be like the only one in on anything other than Matt's character, basically.
Yeah, like I probably wouldn't know his name because that'd be like, oh, this is connected to all these things. But
Like a detail, like a specific detail. What do you think, Paul?
Specific detail about what? Let me think. I don't know yet. Let me think.
okay.
Do we-
And then
do we have
the other
one
one
you
I
think you
have.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Is what weird hobby or strange fascination do we both share? And I kind of want to give that to Ashley, just out of.
Yeah.
I think it's just like collecting like cool looking stuff off the ground, right? Like we both are just like
Or just shiny, pretty things.
Yeah.
Shiny, pretty things, right?
Shiny, pretty things.
Hmm.
we have like charm bracelets basically that's like trash, but like we're like, no, this rock is so cool.
Yes,
But-
I'm putting it down.
Knowing Judgy, and knowing.
That's true.
Are you like super judgmental about the trash?
I might pick up certain trash and give her other trash and just not say, but I'm like, yeah, these are
You
both
get the
great.
shitty trash.
Damn.
Like, oh my god.
The only reason I asked is because you described your
Yeah.
armor so like beautifully. I was like, oh, taste.
But it would have that same aesthetic, like things that shine that sort of way would catch
Yeah.
his eye.
And I think we can
Definitely
like,
like opalescent things that play with light.
yeah,
lot.
like snail shells and like
Mhm.
different things like, and I think like she like is trying to be like, I'm gonna make him fall in love with like the simple things, like you know what I mean, like show you the beauty in all of the things.
Yeah.
The beauty of Mothman.
Now let me tell you about my cousin. He's so hot. Don't read into that.
Oh my god.
Has nothing to do with my country background.
Oh dang.
Oh my gosh.
Paul, do Do you refer to yourself as my brother? Do people know? Is this part of the secret? Like, you have a different name, you speak differently.
Are you like siblings?
Oh, yeah. So maybe people don't know that I'm your brother.
But he has a
Yeah.
heavy
I don't
accent.
really-
Have like a lot of siblings.
Distant
Like a
cousin,
sibling.
Yeah.
Because
cousin Cletus.
Okay, so I wouldn't be like, and this is my brother. Got it.
yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Did you come up with a secret?
Not yet. I got it. I think. See, I imagine if I revealed the secret to him, it would be because he's a lore master, and it's something that he could look up or research or something.
Oh,
So
like
that's
yeah,
what-
find
find
you
out.
information
So
about it. That would be
something-
There's no other reason why I would tell somebody a secret.
Mm.
So it's a secret that you maybe gave up to him in order to get something back.
Mhm.
So it's got to be like something super specific
Mhm.
that he couldn't like pinpoint it on something, but he would still know it about you.
Oh, I want you to choose it, because then I get to play with. I want somebody else
what
to
about
choose it,
Jay?
so I get to play with it.
Okay. The pressure. Okay. Secret
Or
about
anybody can
yourself.
choose it. I want to be able to like,
I want
I'll
it
play
maybe in the field of the dynamic between
What about
Born and Slyborn, like whatever the connecting factor is.
I was thinking, what about linking it to the people that are after you?
Hmm.
So, like, what about these guys? What are they about? But not
Okay.
being specific enough to give them a reason why you want to know about it.
Got it. So I'm imagining these people after me are maybe powerful merchants or something, and I went to you with the secret as if it was like business. Maybe, I don't know. I actually don't know. Hit me with it. I don't know.
Here's the thing. Is the secret, is it known to be a secret, or is it just a detail that happens to be a secret?
I don't know.
Just read
I
it.
almost want you guys to choose it for me so I can just improv off of it. It's more fun.
Chad just said they're upset that you started a feud between two frog clans.
Bro.
No.
Yo, frog,
too
the frog clans have been fighting for years.
And we're tired.
But maybe you set something off.
Was it a frog
Maybe I said
noble that
something
you dabbled with?
That'd be too crazy. That's too wild.
That'd be too crazy.
But
that
That'd
right
be
there
too
would be
wild.
the crazy.
Cross the line.
That's fine.
maybe the people,
Mushroom person. That's too wild.
maybe the people I messed with are connected with the frogs, or some way. I don't know.
Ooh, there is a mysterious, some sort of industrial thing that helped destroy my home. Maybe you had something to do with that.
Smell thing.
Yeah,
Smelly
it's
smell.
smelly. It smells smelly.
Smelly thing.
Is it linked to that?
Maybe.
We ever,
Maybe you sold some
Maybe
secrets
I
to them to
pissed off
help build.
an industrial fucking
Is
kingpin.
Are the people that are out to get you part of that industry?
Ooh, I like that.
it's like Fern Gully.
Yes, it is. We created Fern Gully.
You're not meant to give away my plots.
I'm not. I don't
like
do
that. I like
comparative
that.
analysis. My bad.
I like that. I feel like I'm making it when I meet you guys. I'm making it just such a small deal, like I don't think it's a big deal. Like, yeah, I just did this. Oop, I pissed some people off. I'm gonna run, and I don't know that it's such a bigger deal, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
You don't
oh,
know
you know, I'm
the
just on.
greater political connections of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Like in their
Like, I done fucked up, but I didn't know I done fucked up.
Okay, so is the secret the name of the family?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah.
And then that kind of leads that.
Okay.
The name of our family?
No, the name of the family that runs the industry.
The
Because if
capitalists.
it's connected through that, then
It's
it would-
capitalism.
Capitalism.
We figured it out.
Ah.
Johnny Capitalist.
every time.
Every time. Yes. Okay. That's dope. I like that.
Name?
Amazing. Is that everyone's connections?
Dude, the prompts work so well.
I know.
It's
That's
really
Yeah.
good.
That
I
was
like that a lot.
really
I was really looking forward to doing this with you guys.
That's the coolest part. So, like, yeah.
Love this.
Amazing. Yeah. Flick over to your head over to your character sheet. And we'll go over a couple of different things. Just really, really quick.
I got mine.
Ooh.
This is really cool. They even have a dice roller in the bottom left.
Your name.
We don't use that. We use
No, I got names.
That's right. We use Norse
Because
Foundry.
we'll only roll.
Right.
Hey, look, we're 5 subs away from
Are you
giving
serious?
away a $50 Norse Foundry
so close.
gift card. So, yeah, take a quick look at
Wow,
your
this
character
is so
sheet.
cool.
I know we've run over a little bit, but just to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown. So your evasion on the far left, that is the number that I have to roll in order to hit your character.
Mm-hmm.
Then the amount of damage that I roll, if you go straight down from that to the hit point and stress, you'll see that there's a minor, a major, and a severe threshold. Now, I have to beat each threshold in order to cause that much damage to you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a stalwart guardian in front of me. And so the minor threshold for this is 3. So I have to roll more than 3 damage in order to cause 1 hit point of
Oh,
damage.
wow. Guardian is strong.
And then a major, I have to roll more than 11 points of damage to cause 2 points of hit point damage. And then the severe is 20 for the stalwart. The stalwart has like a huge threshold. So don't feel bad.
Crazy.
None of you chose the
Mine's so low.
You do. I'm gonna die.
Now you can spend armor slots. Right? You can spend armor slots once you are hit to reduce damage by your armor number. So my armor number is 4. So if I take for example, a minor hit that is a 3 or a 4 points of damage that would cause me a hit point of damage, say it's my last hit point, and I really can't afford to lose that, I can spend an armor slot to reduce the damage by 4.
Gotcha.
And therefore, it reduces it to 0. And I don't take that damage. Now, the old rule was that if you took damage below your minor threshold, that it would take a stress from you, which does affect a lot of you guys' abilities, because you have to spend stress in order to use it.
God.
But now it does nothing, right?
Right. The one thing we didn't do was go over your starting equipment. Literally, go over whatever you need to survive, what you think your character would need to survive. That's it. That's why we didn't go through it, because it's just like, it's just stuff.
30 feet
And,
of diamond rope.
Maybe I'll ask for a roll if you think that you would have, or you can make a case for you having something. Like it's not a hard rule.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that's pretty much it. Like we've discussed the other rules, like how to roll and things, and the fear and hope. We've got the armor slots, we've got evasion, and we've got the hit point thresholds. That's pretty much it.
Sweet.
Yeah. And now you can see how you can like add things together in order to create bigger multipliers for your rolls.
Yeah.
God.
I like that.
Awesome. Yep. I don't have anything else to add unless you guys had any like specific questions right now.
Do you want to do names?
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you want to do names?
Oh, names! That's right. Yes. Let's do a round robin of names. If we all have names. Yes.
I'm good. Ashley looks like she's panicking.
I have two options. I want to get the vibe, and then I'll choose.
Okay, that's fair. Let's start. My window, I see Stacks first.
Okay. His name is him. His name is Hero, but it's spelled Jirro. He hates his name because of how it appears to make him sound to people, because he's not a hero in his mind. But he does go by Ro or any other endearing name by people when they figure it out. But, yeah.
That's beautiful. Awesome.
I Ro.
Ro. R-O.
You.
Mike.
Yeah, mine's been on the screen for a bit, but it's Norman Hopsky.
Yes. I didn't know that.
Old Norman.
And
Hell
that
yeah.
is the opposite vibe of Stacks. There's no reason for it.
Yep.
Norman is such a good name for a frog.
Make sure to activate the equipment so that they show up for armor and weapons. Yes. Yeah. From the equipment that you actually pick.
Yeah.
Make sure that they're active. Good looking out, Griffin. Thank you. Paul. Oh no, we have your name. Would you care to remind us?
It is Robichaud Degui, Dengui. Or you can call me, I am the guy that you need.
Wow. Groans.
My guy feels so smart that he chose that. He's like so happy that he chose my name.
So no one will get it.
No one will get it.
That's fantastic. Eric.
Yes, I will be playing a he/him Gillian Tadwick. Did you know that tadpoles have gills? I didn't know that. They turn into their lungs later in life.
Yes, I did know that.
Wow. Well,
We
my
learned
name is
all about the frog life cycle in like year 2.
Wow, you remembered that?
Yes.
So Gillian Tadwick and his hedgehog companion, Admiral Pillow Whiskers III.
That's good.
Don't ask what happened to the first and the second.
Was that the bison?
Similar. The bison was the first one that died.
Oh,
And the hedgehogs, and then 1 and 2, and then I realized that there was a better way. The sweater helps.
The sweater helps. That should be one of your abilities, like your experiences.
Oh, I will get back to you on that because my companion has things on their own. So the sweater helps. I'll write that down.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater helps or sweater weather. I think both of those are incredible. Betty.
Well, her name is Dottie Sportin. Not to be confused with the great
I'll
and
wait
amazing.
for everyone to get the joke.
Oh, we're there.
I love that.
Okay. Dottie Sportin.
Amazing.
Okay. And Ashley.
So I initially was just gonna call her Cricket because fairies is bugs, and I like that. But
There's bugs and frogs is everywhere. New boot goofing.
New boot
Gang.
goofing.
Yeah.
I like that name, and it feels a little like down homey. I also like her picking a stage name off of like something cool that she found. That's just bobbin, like
I love
a
it.
sewing bobbin, which I also really like.
Yep.
So both.
So yeah, both. Your
Her
name is
name is
Cricket, your
Cricket.
stage name is Bobbin.
I like it. Okay. Yeah.
Totally understand having multiple names, man. Totally understand.
Yeah.
It's totally
Um,
normal.
Totally
You know
normal.
what? I think I'm just gonna stick. I think I kinda like just Cricket.
Completing the cottage core circle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyhow,
Frogs, mushrooms,
Cricket.
crickets.
Yeah. She's just gonna go back Cricket. She's just
And
gonna
a
go.
furball.
And Furble.
And a furball.
You sound like a meal. Jesus.
We are somebody's.
That's
Amazing.
I knew
Fuck,
Oh, yeah, hero.
we have our party. Guys, I do need you to send me like all of like the background details of all of you, and then your links between one another, and then we'll start some side chats and things. But yeah, we ran a little bit over, so I'm gonna keep the goodbye fairly quick. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys. And as we like did all this like creation stuff, I'm smiling like a fucking buffoon. I like this. I'm so excited to play this. It's been a while since I've GM'd a new game for you guys, so yeah. Eee. Let's look for someone to raid. Thank you to all of our raids that we got. Thank you to those that stuck around from those raids. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for the new subs. We are 5 subs away from giving away a $50 e-gift card from Norse Foundry Dice. And that will happen whatever show we reach that that threshold on. Ashley had to peace out. And yeah, let's take a look. Perception Studio is there.
Yeah. They're playing.
Dungans and Durgans.
Yeah, there's a Razim is on under the tabletop RPGs.
Sure, let's do it.
Throw some random love over that way.
Don't forget to come back tomorrow for Fables of Galia.
I like it, baby. So yes, we will be playing our game of Dungans and Durgans tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST. Please come along to that. That's our long form campaign with 2 of these guys in there. Oh, thank you, Roman.
3.
Oh, is that Rob man?
3.
Yes.
Yeah. Robin.
A Kenku Pyromancer sorcerer. Amazing.
That was so cool.
Yes. Thank you to everyone. We will be back here 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST tomorrow for the Fables of Galia. Have an amazing evening. Peace out, guys. Thank you.
Bye, friends.